Alright, good Thursday evening, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's go on ahead and get started with this weather for a third time. My third time redoing this recording. So going ahead and looking down where we are, absolutely no rain in sight for us, and down in South Carolina, and we also have kind of like a stationary line of showers over here in Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri. Going over to Pennsylvania, we have some rain, and then up inside the Northeast, we do have some snow. Going over to the West Coast, we have a huge atmospheric river that is currently ongoing. We have snow in the higher elevations, and we do have some storm reports down in California right now that's flooding. It's flooding over there right now. And we also have some showers up here and down here near Michigan and Louisiana and Mississippi as well. Now, going on ahead and changing over to our cloud cover, let's go ahead and pay attention to that. Cloud cover right now is pretty spotty. If you're kind of like in between, like Columbia, Florence, Charleston, and Myrtle Beach, if you're in between those areas, like I said, like Rock Hill, Georgetown, there's a good chance you could be clear right now. But if you're from Columbia, Charleston, west, and then Florence and Myrtle Beach, north and east, I'd say, potentially you might be receiving some cloud cover right now. So it's kind of like this weird boundary right here that's taking over parts of the state right now. So pretty interesting to see that happen. I don't know if y'all can see the color gradient or not. Like the whiter color is just the clouds, and then the clearer, darker colors is no clouds. Here is our current temperature outlook right now. As you can see, 49 in Columbia, 51 near Charleston, 51 near Myrtle Beach, 48 near Florence, 51 near Augusta, and then going down to our south, 51 in Tallahassee, 55 in Gainesville, 59 in Orlando, 55 near Spring Hill and Jacksonville, Florida. Then going to our west, 57 near Baton Rouge, 58 near New Orleans, 50 in Atlanta, 48 in both Birmingham and Montgomery. And then to our north, 48 in Nashville, 50 in Memphis, 45 in Charlotte, 43 in Greensboro, and 45 in Greenville, North Carolina. Here's our minimum temperature for tonight. We can see minimum temperatures around 37 degrees in both Columbia, Greenville, Spartanburg, and the Sumter regions. And then see around 36 near North Augusta and Florence. And then the 40s to the coast, 45 near both Charleston and Myrtle Beach. Going on ahead and talking about our 24-hour max wind gust in miles per hour. Max wind gust for the next 24 hours, pretty tame, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Could see a gust of 25 to 30 miles an hour just in that little peak up there inside northern South Carolina, but I don't expect anything big from that, and it's not going to be widespread at all, just localized wind gusts that could be like that. No precipitation is expected for the next 24 hours, so that's a great thing if you don't like rain. And then here is our models that will show you that we will get no rain. Here's the radar right here. High pressure center is over us right now, and then there goes that severe weather coming in from Texas. That's going to go through Texas tomorrow. And then here is, and it's clear near us right now, so clear, cloudy, clear of rain, I should say. Now going on ahead and talking about the GFS and what the GFS could show inside of the future. We push this forward. There is that storm system right there that's going through Texas right now. Not right now, but tomorrow. Around tomorrow, Saturday AM, Friday night. Push that forward some more. And then that can bring heavy rains down into the New Orleans, Baton Rouge regions as well. Then, as we push this forward, there goes our chance to get some of that flooding rain as well, which I will talk about in a couple of minutes after I'm done with this. And then that moves out the way. Then we have a huge, look at the west. We have a huge system bringing high elevation snow. If that was rain, that would be very, very bad. But it's snow, and it's going to accumulate probably even more. So this is a huge amounts of rainfall, huge amounts of snowfall. And as this goes, it starts to organize a little bit, and it brings us pretty much just some showers and potentially some heavy downpours. I mean, as you can see, 988 millibar. That could be a blizzard up there in Canada and the UP of Michigan. Could potentially. And even a blizzard up for the Northeast as well. 980 millibar low pressure. Like, that is a lot of wind. And that is a lot of snow. Pushing us forward some more. And then Texas is going to be pretty much inundated with rain. But this is, again, in La La Land. Right when we get around, I'd say, right here. Around February the 14th, this is all this stuff that I'm showing you right now. This is La La Land. We don't know what the world this stuff is right here. And this could change next model run. And here's our day 4 outlook. Here's our day 1 starting off. This is for tonight going into tomorrow morning, kind of. As you can see, there it is, a marginal 5%. Here's our day 2 for Dallas and Houston. Our day 3, where now, like, all of Louisiana is inside of a slight risk. Southern Arkansas, Eastern Texas, Southeastern Oklahoma inside of a slight risk. And then here we are right here inside of a marginal risk for flash flooding. This includes pretty much all cities inside of South Carolina, maybe except Rock Hill and Myrtle Beach. But other than that, everyone else is pretty gonna have to look out for flash flooding. Gonna be pretty interesting to see what happens with this. But again, this is on Sunday, so if you have anywhere to go, it's usually gonna be, I think it's gonna be mainly a night threat. So mainly from, I'd say, Sunday evening going into Monday morning is when this is going to occur. So if you gotta get out early, it's gonna be a nice day starting off. But then when the storm system passes, it's going to bring the chance for flash flooding. So the first half of the day should be pretty good on Sunday. Now, we have to talk about February because I promised and I said that Thursday we will talk about February. And right now, to talk about February, we're going to have to talk about what in the world's going to happen temperature-wise first, because temperatures are going to play a big part as to what's going to happen. So if we went ahead and switch over to scene 2 right now, as you can see, here's our temperature anomaly map. This goes 384 hours out for mainly most of February. 384 hours, I'd say like halfway through. So, I mean, if you look at the United States right now, just straight up warm. It was warm today. I think the high temperature for me was 64 degrees, my weather station says. So, very interesting to see that this warm up is occurring. And then, if you think that it's going to get any cooler or any less hotter, well, that's not really true. As you can see, here it is right now. Here it is tomorrow. So, tomorrow's going to be even warmer. And then some cool air will actually start to dominate us from February the 3rd through the 4th, and then the warm air will start to take back over. Then cool air especially comes back. This is around February the 7th. We'll have some very cool air as well. We go ahead and zoom on in on us, and then we push this in further and look at this heat right here. I mean, this is like 6 to 12, maybe even 16 degrees above average for us on February 10th. Like, that is pretty hot. I'm going to assume 70s for us. 70s as high temperatures, 40s as low temperatures. We push this forward some more, and then this is when it really starts to get weird as the cold air starts to take back over. And this is around February 14th. And then pushes forward some more, and the warm air takes back over. And you can see the date over here to the right here. So, pretty much we're going to be inside of this pattern where we are cool, then warm, then cool, then warm, then cool, then warm, then cool, then warm. And, like, right now we're warmer than average. Next week we'll kind of be a bit cooler than average. Then the week after that we're going to be a bit warmer than average. Then we're going to be a bit cooler than average. Then we're going to be warmer than average. And it's just pretty much just like a whole thing, I'd say. If we go on ahead and actually check this out, because if I do this, it should show me the monthly rates, which it is. So if we go to here, here's our February temperature anomaly map. According to the climate center, they think that we are going to be a bit above average when it comes to temperatures this month. Um, as you can see right here. But then once you get down towards like the low country, it's gonna start being a bit, I'd say like a bit cooler than average, and then this kind of like this middle piece right here is going to be, just above, just average. Okay, so we're not really gonna be below or above average too much this month as we get into this next portion of February. Now we go ahead and check out the precipitation as well for the month of February. We're going to be a bit above average when it comes to mainly parts of the low country going into the Midlands, and then once you get out to like Rock Hill, Newbury, places like that, you get pretty much just the same. And then once you get up to the upstate, you get drier than average, and it's going to be below average precipitation pretty much up here for the month of February, and then down here near the low country it's going to be above average. And I can show you the next thing, which is the GFS. And once we go to the GFS, you can go ahead and check out the temperature pretty much for the entire month. Here we go. I mean, already we can start to see those warm-ups start to come in, and then we have here's this cool down that we're looking at around February the 7th. And then here we have a huge warm up here on around February the 11th. And then that cool air starts to take back place into our area, and then we push it forward. And again, just seasonal temperatures for February, it seems. Now, to talk about this is our full this is our full forecast pretty much for the month of February. So if we go ahead and look at Charleston's forecast first, let's go ahead and look at that first. You can see already that for the month of February, again, this is preliminary. This is not obviously going to be spot on and everything's going to be right and all that kind of stuff. So don't be looking at this and take this as gospel, obviously. But just looking through this forecast, as you can see, I mean, we're going to have mainly looking at temperatures here. Temperatures are going to warm up tomorrow, like I said. And they're going to be kind of like cool throughout this week between the 4th and the 10th. And then once we get to like the 9th and the 10th, it starts to cool up and this warm up. And then we start to see also these rain days as well. So if you're near the Charleston area and you want to know what days, you might want to plan something. Again, this is not gospel, but try and put it near the date that you think would be the best for you. Now here we have Columbia. That's why I moved Charleston's out the way. Here's Columbia's forecast. Again, just don't take this as fully as gospel. Take this as you will, obviously. But I do not expect this to be completely right, so don't think that this is all going to be right. But try and plan your days around where the day you think is best for you around on this map if you're near the Columbia region. And then let's go ahead and show the Greenville area. Here's the Greenville area right here. Again, plan your days to where you think it is best. Pretty much showing warm-ups and cool-downs and rainy days and all that kind of stuff. I'm even looking down here on the 25th and the 26th, potentially snow, according to this forecast, but still 25 days out, so I don't expect that to last at all. Probably be gone by tomorrow, but if it does happen, I mean that'd be nice for y'all down here. And then here's our Myrtle Beach forecast right here. Myrtle Beach, pretty much, definitely gonna be one of the hottest ones or I'd say one of the warmest ones, because you're kind of near the ocean, and the ocean does in fact stabilize the temperatures and does not make them too warm or too cool. But that's gonna about do it for this episode, as I'm pretty sure, or this forecast, I should say, not episode, but forecast. This is gonna do it for this forecast. And I will see y'all tomorrow for another weather video.